finally got my hands on a proper production MYA V3 hybrid. And as we go here through assembling the brand new wing, we'll also show you some updates in the final production version. So here's the bag. The bag can be folded depending whether you put the boom on the wing or not. If you put the boom and the makani, they go in the bag and the bag gets extended. If you're just going to fold it and take your boom off, you can fold the bag and keep it in a very small form factor. Here it is. And it's light as a feather, weighs absolutely nothing. In the bag, there's a pocket on the side. In the pocket, like in the original video, you've got a little bag. In the bag, you have a few key pieces. You will have a small bag. In the bag, there's the inflatable nipple. We send a nipple with every wing, so no matter what pump you have the F4 nipple in it. You've got a few spare screws for the mounting of the boom. Don't lose them on the beach, but if you do, there's some in here. And there's also a little bit longer bolt. There's two of them. There's these pieces right here. You've got this one and you have a spare. And then you have also an Allen wrench. So this is in a little tool bag, and I'll show you how to assemble the boom in a second. In addition to these tools, you've got a small cloth repair kit. That kit is extremely important. Do not lose it. In here, we've got tear aid tape. So should you puncture your canopy, you can use the tear aid tape directly on the beach and repair your wings so you can keep enjoying your session. You've got tear aid tape. This is a temporary patch in case you puncture any of your bladders of the strut or the leading edge. This is what you repair the bladder with. And then you've got all the different materials used in the wing in a spare pouch. So you've got the canopy material, you've got the strut material, you've got the trailing edge material, and you've got the composite non-puke yellow material that we use for the leading edge of the hybrid MYA. So that way, should you ever have any damage to your wing, you can go either repair it yourself or go to a local sailmaker to perform the repairs for you. And all of these components are included in the bag of your brand new wing. Enjoy it. Let's talk about assembling the boom. The boom comes in two parts. You have a hole through the boom. That's where we originally were going to put the a punch pin, but that was agitating with harness line. So what we did instead is we're using this nut. There's a hole in the EVA. You're not going to see it because the EVA closes up. So what you do is you would align the holes on each side of the twist lock system, and you're going to put the boom together right here. And right where my thumb is now, where this hole is aligned, there's actual hole in the boom and through the EVA. So if I take the tool that's coming with your thing, then right here is the hole. You know where the hole is. So what you do is you put it together carefully. You make sure that the boom is perfectly aligned. And then you will take the nut with a flat side forward and you would insert it in the EVA right where the hole is. You want to make sure this is aligned. You don't want to apply pressure. This has to be a fairly smooth process. So once you know the EVA hole here and you've put the wrench through it, you will close the boom completely and the wrench goes right through and through, okay? You want to make sure these are aligned. You don't want to crush your carbon pipe. This is clearly not covered under warranty. So this is a very important step. You have to go and follow through. So the bolt, the Allen wrench goes right through, and that way you know that your boom is aligned and the hole is aligned. Next thing you do is you put the nut right in the hole, put in the wrench, you put it right through the hole you have just opened, and very gently screw it in. There's no pressure, there's nothing. I can do this with 2 fingers, very gently, and it goes right through. That's all there is to it. Once you have it inside the first 2 pipes, the boom is going to stop moving. It's completely solid. You can't move it at all. And then for more leverage, you can just flip the Allen wrench the other way around and kind of screw it in. I can screw it with 1 finger. Do not use pressure. If there's a pressure and resistance, that means you're not inserted properly. As soon as the screw goes through the hole here, you can see what you want to do is you want to Get it through gently, so you know that it's coming through the other side nicely, no pressure, very nice and easy. And you want to get the screw just covered under the EVA. So when you touch it here, there's nothing. And when you touch it here, there's nothing. Now the screw is inside the EVA is going to close up and the screw is going to completely disappear. And then you've got a single solid piece boom that's fully assembled. That's how you do it. Next step is mounting the boom onto the wing. You've got these T30 stainless steel screws. Again, in the little tool bag, you have a few spare as well. So that way you can, should you lose any, don't lose them, but should you, there's spare wings there. And you need to mount the boom when the wing is deflated. If you inflate the wing, you won't be able to mount the boom. So the boom has to be installed first step before you even inflate the wing. It doesn't matter if you do the back or the front first. You align it and you need to insert the boom handle very well into the cradle. You'll see there's a little ridge on the cradle here. We covered in the longer review, but that cradle, basically the boom has to line it perfectly. And then again, without pressure, this is not a muscle competition. You can use your T30 Torx that came with your foils, or if you don't have a F4 foil, just get a T30 tool. And this is all it takes to mount it. 2 fingers, a very simple process. Line up the screw and just drive it in. This is all there is to it. Super simple, super quick. Very light, do not over tighten, do not muscle it in. And then you will see that the boom is now very firmly in the cradle. This is what we call the twist lock system. What that does is it pushes the wing tips and allows the rider much better control. That is through the system on every wing. So once you're done with the front, you can move to the back side as well. This is the leash. We like this leash a lot. It's got a very nice, very soft material. Obviously, you can attach it to your harness or any belt you've got, or you can use it on your leash. We've got this super luxury feeling padding on the inside, so you can attach it anywhere you want. Straps to it, to your wrist. And then same material is used on the handle. So as you slack the wing when you ride, you've got a very firm grip, you've got a very firm handle, and you also have this very nice material that protects your knuckles as you slack the wind in the water.
Да.
All right, so the MYA wings come with carbon battens. You've got 4 carbon battens on the back of each MYA. This one is the 5.7. They're in the pockets. You don't need to do anything with them. That's just kind of for your information. And then as we start inflating the wing, we do the 2 separate valves. It's better for protection, it's better for security, and you eliminate single point of failure. We use standard valves. You got the cover, you got the cap. Make sure that this is popped out when you inflate it. And again, in your little tool bag, you've got the F4 attachments. So they go in. The MYA wings, we recommend that the strut is inflated to about 8, maximum 9 psi. The leading edge, we do about 9 to 9.5. The hybrid, it gives you a lot of stability where we have the composite material, and then we also compensate and provide a lot of feel and save additional weight by using Dacron on the strut and on the tips on each side of the wings. That, however, does require that you're careful with the pressures. The composite material sustains significantly higher pressure, and you don't want to blow out your wing. So 8, 8.5 for the strut, 9, 9.5 maximum for the leading edge of the MYA. Once you're done inflating it, you just unplug the hose, put the cap back on, seal it, and move on to the leading edge. Same thing here. Make sure that the yellow protector is out. Set the pump to 9 psi or 9.5, and you go from there. All right, there she is. This is especially for JP. JP, this wing is super sexy, if you can use that word.